The extra credit YouTube video on the core game loop outlines 7 stages a game must go through. Step 1. Defining your objectives. These can be broken down into macro, intermediate, and micro goals. Within my game, the macro goal could be seen as defeating Hail, the intermediate goal is finishing each level with the appropriate resources, and the micro goal of selecting the most beneficial card for yourself from the drafting structure each turn. Step 2. Gather information. Since my game is in a board game format, the rulebook could be seen as an appropriate place for players to gather information. Here they can find what they need to accomplish and core mechanics explained. From reading these rules, players won't feel blindsided by mechanics such as the introduction of Hail from level 2, which intends to sabotage them. Step 3 and 4 is to form and test your hypothesis. Players within my game are at this point only given one real way to accomplish the goal of defeating Hail, with this being to collect the appropriate resources via the drafting mechanics. Hence, they won't be able to test multiple hypotheses since there aren't any. This is something I need to work on. Step 5. Observe results. Here, it's important that players have interpretable data to understand what went wrong. In a board game, this can be pretty simple. You can look to your competitor and their strategy for winning to understand why your own didn't quite work. Step 6 and Step 7 ask players to interpret the data and try again. This can be found in all board games. As a player, you now understand why your strategy didn't work, how your opponent won, and this makes you want to try again. In saying this, it's important that your game does allow for strategy or the ability to win via a range of different ways. This helps your players want to try again and experiment with how to win. From looking at my own game through the lens of the core game loop, it's easy to see where my own game design went wrong. At Step 3, there is a considerable bump in the road where players aren't given the opportunity to win through alternate means and hence are unable to decide on a strategy for play. This issue is also discovered during playtesting.